Hey everyone, Ben Coomber Radio, episode number 212. It is a quick, short Monday show, and this week's show, as has been the trend of recent, is a question that someone has sent into the show. Now, if you want to ask a question on the show and potentially get it answered, I can't guarantee that. The question has to be good, it has to be relevant, it has to be something that we not necessarily haven't talked about before, but maybe haven't covered in a certain way or within a certain context. So I obviously don't want to repeat too much information on the show. That's my commitment to you, to try and keep evolving what we teach on the show. So yeah, feel free to email bencoomber@gmail.com and it will get thrown into the mix. So today's question is from Sen. Says, "Hi Ben, I've been following you for almost a year now, so thank you for producing such high quality, incredible information. I have a question which I can't remember you covering before, and apologies if you have. It must have been a while ago. I'm 24 years old, female, 5'6" and weigh 68 kilos. I do approximately 5 to 6 training sessions a week, 3 heavyweight sessions, 1 high intensity body combat class, 1 spin class, and maybe a 5k run on a Sunday. My diet is very balanced. I have 3 meals a day with a couple of snacks, usually fruit or a protein bar, and always have a cheat meal on a Saturday, which is either a curry or a pizza. I don't track anymore, as after 5 years of doing it regularly, I found that I became very obsessed with it and became tired of tracking in general. But I know that I consume approximately 1,600 to 2,000 calories per day. I've been training and eating healthily consistent for the last 5 months. Before that, I was a serial yo-yo dieter and binge eater. I'm simply not seeing any changes. In fact, I feel like I'm gaining weight, and even other people have made comments saying that for the amount I train and considering my diet, I should be in much better shape. Ouch. It's very frustrating given the amount of hard work I put into this, and yet I feel like my body is refusing to progress or make any positive changes. I'm sick of working hard and thinking about fitness and nutrition 24/7 when it just feels like I'm stuck. What am I not seeing? I would appreciate any advice, as I just can't seem to understand what it is that I'm missing. Thanks in advance, Sen." So, I know a huge amount of people that put a lot of effort into their fitness regimes. Run, triathlon, weights, CrossFit, whatever it might be, sport. I know a lot of people that put results in. And this is probably the only time that I'm going to go back to this question, because for me, it's a simple one. And I think we have been there before, but I'm going to attack this in a different angle. If you're putting in a lot of effort and there's a plan and there's a set of variables, training, diet, lifestyle, and the result that you're getting isn't as planned and isn't what you would expect from the amount of effort putting in, you have to stand back. You have to reflect. You have to be honest. Right, what am I not doing that is causing me the potential to not get the results I'm getting? So for me, it's black and white in this case. In Sen's example, she knows that there's no tracking going on with the diet. There's a loose awareness. But for me, I train as much as you, maybe a fraction more, but not much more. I know that if I track my diet and my nutrition, I will get better results than if I don't. Period. Now, I know that I can freestyle my nutrition. I can eat, what I want within moderation, eat good foods, make sure my protein's high, get lots of fruits and veggies. And I know that I'll maintain a certain level of body composition. But I know it won't be as lean as I would like. I know that it will not be consistent in terms of recovery as I would like. And I know that now and again performance might suffer because overall calorie intake might not have been maintained well enough, and I might have 1 or 2 timing issues. So I know that I can get a certain level of results not tracking my nutrition. If I track it, I get better results. And it might only be 10, 20, 25% improvement. But for me, that's what I want. For the amount of effort that I put in many areas of my lifestyle, there's no point me not getting the maximum and potential results back by not controlling that last variable, which is tightening up my nutrition. And for me, you need to tighten back up your nutrition again, but you need to start doing it in a different mindset. So you might have felt that when you counted your calories and macronutrients, you got very obsessed, for example, with maybe clean eating, for example, and you didn't allow yourself enough flexibility. You didn't allow yourself foods that you wanted, and in fact, maybe it wasn't the tracking that you got bored of, but the extreme rigidity that you put on yourself of all the different variables. Now, when someone's struggling like this, and when someone is that committed, I would actually advise on getting a coach, even if it's for a short period of time, even if it's for 3 months, to try and get some better understanding, to get a different perspective on it, to really get nourished in that environment of the coaching setup. I have a coach. I've got a strength and conditioning coach because I know I will not get as good a results programming for myself. I don't have a nutrition coach. It's not an area I think I need help in. It is my primary expertise. Now and again, if I did something, I might get people to have a look. I might just ask for a little bit of advice, but it's pretty rare. So the areas that I know I will struggle in or cannot maximize my own performance, I will get a coach. And to be honest, Sen, I think you need 3 months of coaching with someone. Now, obviously, I would highly recommend a body type nutrition coach. I've worked really hard to set up an amazing bunch of coaches as part of this coaching team. So I would reach out to them. Most of the coaches would be very applicable to your kind of sort of scenario. If you felt that you were struggling on the mindset side of things even more, then it might pay to have 1 or 2 consultations first with Stephen Aish. Stephen Aish is our mindset coach at Body Type Nutrition, and he can help you think about the way that you perceive your diet, what you're trying to achieve. He'll be on the podcast in a couple of weeks' time, actually. So it might pay that you seek his advice first before you go into the coaching framework, because sometimes we do really need to have a real look at our kind of mindset and where we're kind of sitting, how we view things, the amount of pressure that we're putting on ourselves. So I would recommend one-to-one coaching. Now, in a couple of weeks' time, at Body Type Nutrition, we're releasing group coaching. That'll be me. I will be coaching that. So will Simon Herbert, and we'll be taking on board a big group of people over the course of 3 months and trying to change as many lives as humanly possible in a group coaching format. Now, saying that, I don't think this format is appropriate for you. I think you need to be nourished and coached one-to-one for a little while. I'm just getting that feeling from reading through your question, if I'm honest. But there'll be many other people out there that are ready for a bit of better advice. They want a diet plan. They want to be guided. They want to be told a little bit what to do, but then educated on how to do it long-term and get those results long-term. And they want to be that person that is that transformation that they see on social media, the before and the after, the stuff that we're seeing all over the internet all the time. And that's why we're releasing group coaching, because it's another way that I want to get in touch with the kind of results that I think I can provide to a lot of people. And I've brought Simon Herbert on board, who's our other most experienced coach in our coaching setup at Body Type Nutrition. And I think it's around mid-September we'll launch it, but later on in August we will be releasing the fine details of how group coaching, which we are calling Fat Loss for Life, here at Body Type Nutrition. So if you're interested in that, keep your eyes peeled. We're going to change a huge amount of people's bodies and lives through this program. But Sen, please take my advice on board, and everyone else, if you're struggling with the results you're getting, you've got to look at the effort going in and where things can be tidied up. And I think you need a little bit of a shift on your nutrition. You need more consistency. You need a few more skills nutritionally and how to kind of manage a few scenarios. I think you need a few mindset shifts, and I think you'll be bang on. Right, that's me, that's out. I'm trying to keep this under 10 minutes. That is the Monday show. This has been podcast 212. I've been Ben Coomber. You know where to find me. I'm Ben Coomber all over the internet. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all over. Follow me, engage. I'm always around. I'm always talking. And if you want to be involved in group coaching, Fat Loss for Life, that we are starting very soon, then keep your ears and eyes peeled. That's all from me. I'll see you on Thursday. Hey everyone, Ben Coomber Radio, episode number 210. I don't know if you've noticed that my maths has been very good of recent. I've remembered numbers, I've got it right, I think I'm on point, I'm on fire. And actually, before we go into the show, oh by the way, Rachel's here. Rachel, hello.